Nuggets trade reports are heating up. A recent report revealed that a major move is most likely coming for the one and only Michael Porter Jr. MPJ has definitely had his ups and downs with his career for the Nuggets, so this could be some major news. Amy Sutherland here for Nuggets Digest. Before we jump into this, please hit the subscribe button. This is going down, but we are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers here soon, so please be one of the first to join our Nuggets Digest community. MPJ. The other day on Ben Simmons' podcast, this is what he had to say. They were talking about the trade value of MPJ, and he told a joke that all that the Nuggets would be able to get in return for Michael Porter Jr. in a trade would be Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal is closing out his run in the NBA and was not a good asset for the Suns. So, trading MPJ for Bradley Beal seems awful. But Ben Simmons joked that that would be the only potential deal that the Nuggets could get. So when he was asked again about this, he said that was a joke. But yeah, you're not shopping at Whole Foods or Bristol Farms if you're looking to trade Porter. You're shopping at a pretty grossly kept grocery store. When you're shopping Michael Porter Jr. around, you're picking up the ground beef going, oh, this might have been here for a while. That's who you're looking at. Ben Simmons is quite a descriptive man, and I just totally agree with his sentiment here that Michael Porter Jr.'s trade value significantly decreased this year. Michael Porter Jr. coming into the league was not known to be of high value. Michael Porter Jr., he was a great high school player. I've seen highlights. If you haven't seen them, please go watch highlights from Michael Porter Jr.'s high school career because he was incredible. And then he had back injury after back injury after back injury. The Clippers doctors declared when he was getting in the draft, declared that Michael Porter Jr. would never be successful as an NBA player because of his back issues. These issues have caused a lot of problems for Michael Porter Jr. in the NBA, and his trade value has honestly decreased. When the Nuggets won the championship, he played okay. If you have a differing opinion on that, let me know. I didn't think he did anything too spectacular. I think Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokić showed up and he was there. Aaron Gordon also showed up and MPJ was there. Let me know if you have differing opinions on that, but from my perspective, that's what happened. Michael Porter Jr.'s back injuries have caused a condition called drop foot. My dad is a physician, and he always reminds me that this is a serious condition that a lot of people can't even go to work, can't even do anything on it. I have a few pictures to show you of the brace that MPJ wears to keep his feet. So what happens is anytime he makes movements that his foot will drop. And so his brace holds his foot in place so it doesn't drop. My dad always reminds me when I go and I am mean about MPJ, he reminds me he does have this condition that makes it very difficult for him to move. That being said, he goes out there and he gives his best. And I'm knowing his condition and getting the reminders about his condition. They do help me have more patience with MPJ, but it also seriously decreases the value that the Nuggets can get in a trade. I agree with Ben Simmons. There's really nothing that the Denver Nuggets can get back in return for Michael Porter Jr. Right now, we just need bench players, and I'm not even sure if I'm an NBA GM, I'm probably not trading for Michael Porter Jr. His upside is essentially more injuries. His upside is occasional shot making, mediocre defense, and injuries that are going to be plaguing him for the rest of his life, for the rest of his career. I don't know. My MPJ is quite a case of confusion. I have a few more quotes one from Shannon Sharpe. This is what Shannon Sharpe said about Michael Porter Jr. after the Denver Nuggets lost in Game 7. He said, "But the most disappointing thing this series was Michael Porter Jr. I understand he's injured, but bro, if you can't give us any more than that, bro, you've got to sit down. Yeah, he's giving us nothing. He gave us nothing. Michael Porter Jr. had an injured shoulder. He has his condition, and he wasn't able to play to the level that he expects of himself and that Nuggets fans expect of him for being a max level contract player. Michael Porter Jr. also said this about his series. He said, I'm really devastated personally for just not being able to contribute how I wanted to and not being able to play the way I wanted to. I felt a little helpless out there. Like I'm trying, but I just can't go rebound how I want to. I can't box out how I want to. This is not what you want to hear from an NBA player about their play on the floor. No matter who you are, you don't want to hear that from somebody that you're going to pay a max contract to. You don't want to hear that. And that's what's going to happen. MPJ still has time left in his contract, so the other team would have to take over his max contract. He would be a max contract player for the other team. If I'm an NBA team, I'm not taking him. As a Denver Nuggets fan, I don't want him. Any way that we can possibly get rid of him, I am all for it. I do think that MPJ is a great guy. I watched his podcast. I've watched his life, and I think he's a great guy that is out there doing the best that he can for the Denver community and for his family. That being said, the Denver Nuggets no longer need what MPJ has to offer. And if we're trying to maximize the time that Nikola Jokić has left as an MVP caliber player, MPJ, he's got to go. His injuries have got to go. But what team will take him? And what will we get in return? Bradley Beal? It's an interesting thought process to go through and figure out what we could get in return for MPJ, because as a max contract player, you would hope and expect that we could get the same level back. But no team is going to trade for Michael Porter Jr. And if they do, good for them. Please, please, please take him. Hopefully he can help your team. Let me know your thoughts. I have been pondering about MPJ for his whole career with the Nuggets because of his back injuries, because of his drop foot condition. I'm always anxious and nervous about MPJ's time on the floor. Is he going to get more injured? Is he going to re-injure his previous injuries? And I don't know what we can get in return for Michael Porter Jr., but he cannot be a Denver Nugget next season. He should not be suiting up as a max contract player for the Denver Nuggets. Once again, please hit the subscribe button, join our Nuggets Digest community, and until next time, go Nuggets.